Imagine the universe as a perfect mirror. Whatever energy you direct toward it, it reflects right back. Your thoughts, beliefs, and feelings aren't random. They magnetically draw success, wealth, and joy into your life. This is the essence of the law of attraction. Today, you will discover 10 actionable steps to reshape your mindset and manifest your dreams. 1. Crystal clear, clarity. True success begins with a vivid vision. It won't materialize if you're vague of, I want to be happy, or I'd like more money, won't cut it. Instead, define precisely what you desire, perhaps earning $100,000 0 cents this year, greeting each sunrise with gratitude, or building a company that funds worldwide adventures. Write these goals down like architectural blueprints. Clarity fuels intent, and intent sets everything else in motion. When you know your destination, your mind channels every resource toward it. People, ideas, and opportunities you once overlooked will begin to surface. Clarify further by establishing measurable checkpoints, quarterly, monthly, even weekly milestones. Assign deadlines for each marker. By when will you land that first client or hit your savings target? Apply SMART criteria to every objective: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound. Regular progress audits, weekly reflections, or end-of-month reviews keep your blueprint dynamic, allowing you to adjust strategies as new insights arise. Journal each victory and setback. Written records cement your commitment and reveal patterns you can leverage. Enlist an accountability partner or coach to share your vision. Externalizing goals invites encouragement and healthy pressure. Surround yourself with visual reminders, vision boards, sticky notes, calendar alerts, so your priorities remain top of mind. By dissecting grand ambitions into concrete, time-stamped actions, you transform abstract wishes into a living plan, priming every fiber of your being to align with the success you demand. 2. Align your beliefs with your ambitions. You don't receive what you want, you attract what you believe. If you secretly doubt your worth, no amount of effort can override that inner verdict. Identify self-limiting thoughts, I'm not cut out for success, and replace them with empowering affirmations, such as, I am continually growing and achieving. Each thought broadcasts instructions to your subconscious, shaping your reality. Commit to thinking like a champion. Exchange hesitation for certainty, fear for faith, and transform every I can't into I will. To deepen this shift, record your empowering statements every morning in a journal. Write them with feeling. Engage the emotion behind each word. Research shows that pairing written affirmations with genuine positive emotion rewires neural pathways, making new beliefs automatic. When a negative thought surfaces, pause and ask, what proof do I have that this is true? Then counter it with factual evidence of past successes, no matter how small, to dismantle doubt at its root. Anchor these new beliefs through daily rituals. Recite your affirmations aloud, place reminder cards on your mirror, and silently repeat them when you face challenges. Surround yourself with people who reflect the confidence you seek. Their mindset will rub off on you. Use visualization to reinforce these beliefs. See yourself acting with unwavering self-assurance, handling obstacles with composure, and celebrating victories. Integrate micro practices like the belief audit. At day's end, note every moment you acted from a place of confidence versus hesitation. Celebrate each victory, however minor. Over time, these small wins compound, cementing a resilient, success-oriented belief system. When your belief and your behavior align, you become a self-fulfilling prophecy of achievement. 3. Vividly visualize your success. Visualization is more than fantasy, it's mental rehearsal. Top performers across fields mentally live their victories before they happen. Each morning, close your eyes and immerse yourself in the details. See the contract you sign, feel the handshake, hear the applause. Engage all senses until your brain perceives these scenes as reality. This trains your subconscious to seek the pathways that turn those mental movies into tangible results. But remember, vivid imagery without bold steps is mere daydreaming. Use your visions to guide daily actions. To deepen your practice, record detailed vision logs. Note down the sights, sounds, and emotions you experience during each session. Include sensory descriptors, texture, temperature, background sounds to make the mental scene richer. Revisit these logs before high-stakes tasks to prime your mind. Combine visualization with micro-behavioral rehearsals. Physically mimic the movements or gestures you will use in real scenarios. Rolling your shoulders before a presentation. Adjusting your posture before a negotiation while visualizing success. This mind-body connection accelerates learning and confidence. Integrate a future self dialogue. Imagine having a conversation with your successful future self. Ask questions like, how did you overcome doubts? Or what daily habits propelled you forward? Listen for insights and mentally record their responses. This technique taps into deep intuition and aligns subconscious strategies with conscious action. Additionally, schedule midday mini visualization breaks. Close your eyes for 1 minute to see the next big win unfolding. These pockets of focus re-amper your goals during hectic days, maintaining momentum. Pair visualization with implementation intentions. Define if-then plans that translate images into on-the-ground behavior. For example, if I feel anxious before a pitch, then I will close my eyes for 30 seconds to visualize closing the deal. This bridges the gap between imagining success and actualizing it, ensuring your mental rehearsals produce real-world outcomes. Over time, mental triggers in your environment will automatically evoke empowering imagery. Walking into the boardroom and instantly picturing applause, or encountering a barrier and visualizing your strategic breakthrough. This conditioned response turns challenges into opportunities and transforms stress into fuel for focus. Finally, share your visualization experiences with a peer or coach to verbalize insights and gain external perspectives, reinforcing your commitment and accountability. 4. Cultivate positive energy and gratitude. Your emotional frequency determines what you attract. If you dwell on lack and complaint, you summon more negativity. Conversely, gratitude shifts your perspective to abundance. Science confirms that a daily gratitude practice rewires your brain, boosting optimism and resilience. Each evening, note 3 genuine blessings, no matter how small. This habit trains your mind to scan life for uplift rather than obstacles. As your mindset brightens, so will your opportunities. Amplify this practice by implementing a morning energy audit. Upon waking, identify one positive trait or event to celebrate before checking your phone, and set an emotional intention for the day. I welcome abundance and joy. Incorporate micro-gratitude breaks. Pause for 30 seconds mid-task to mentally thank a colleague or acknowledge a lesson in a hurdle. Each week, write a gratitude letter to someone who impacted you, strengthening connections and triggering mutual positivity. Combine gratitude with movement. Take a gratitude walk, engaging all senses. Feel the breeze, notice colors, listen for life's subtle sounds, and silently express appreciation for each sensory detail. Vocalizing thankfulness, e.g., thank you for this insight, fortifies positive neural pathways. Maintain an energy journal to record moments you felt uplifted versus drained. Use these insights to adjust habits and boundaries that safeguard your mindset. Introduce guided, loving kindness meditations to expand empathy and deepen your sense of connection, fostering a ripple effect in your relationships. Surround yourself with visual cues, vision boards, sticky notes with appreciation prompts, or a simple gratitude jar for daily notes. When negative thoughts arise, immediately reframe by asking, what opportunity does this present? This question primes your mind to seek solutions and benefits. Perform a monthly gratitude review. Revisit your collected notes, celebrate your growth, and refine practices that yield the greatest emotional uplift. Over weeks, these combined rituals shift your emotional baseline, making positivity and gratitude your default state. You become an energetic magnet, naturally attracting richer experiences, supportive relationships, and opportunities aligned with your appreciative mindset. 5. Take inspired action. Manifestation isn't wishful thinking, it's partnership. Your clarity and belief set the stage, but only action delivers momentum. If you dream of launching a venture, research your market, make calls, draft a plan. Even a single stride signals commitment to the universe. You're serious. Avoid paralysis by planning. Embrace progress through small, consistent moves. Each task you complete reinforces your vision and compounds into unstoppable momentum. Amplify this practice by implementing a morning energy audit. Upon waking, identify one positive trait or event to celebrate before checking your phone, and set an emotional intention for the day. I welcome abundance and joy. Incorporate micro gratitude breaks. Pause for 30 seconds mid-task to mentally thank a colleague or acknowledge a lesson in a hurdle. Each week, write a gratitude letter to someone who impacted you, strengthening connections and triggering mutual positivity. Combine gratitude with movement. Take a gratitude walk, engaging all senses. Feel the breeze, notice colors, listen for life's subtle sounds, and silently express appreciation for each sensory detail. Vocalizing thankfulness, thank you for this insight, fortifies positive neural pathways. Maintain an energy journal to record moments you felt uplifted versus drained. Use these insights to adjust habits and boundaries that safeguard your mindset. Introduce guided, loving kindness meditations to expand empathy and deepen your sense of connection, fostering a ripple effect in your relationships. Surround yourself with visual cues. Vision boards, sticky notes with appreciation prompts, or a simple gratitude jar for daily notes. When negative thoughts arise, immediately reframe by asking, what opportunity does this present? This question primes your mind to seek solutions and benefits. Perform a monthly gratitude review. Revisit your collected notes, celebrate your growth, and refine practices that yield the greatest emotional uplift. Over weeks, these combined rituals shift your emotional baseline, making positivity and gratitude your default state. You become an energetic magnet, naturally attracting richer experiences, supportive relationships, and opportunities aligned with your appreciative mindset. 6. Remove negative influences. Examine your environment. Friends, media, habits, are they draining or driving you forward? The energy around you seeps into your thoughts. Distance yourself from chronic complainers and limiting content. Instead, immerse yourself in mentors, uplifting communities, and learning resources aligned with your goals. Protect your inner world like a fortress. Only admit people and information that deposit value, not withdraw it. To deepen this practice, conduct a weekly environment audit. List the top 5 people, channels, and routines that leave you energized versus those that deplete you. Unsubscribe from channels or unfollow accounts that spread negativity or distraction. Use app blockers to limit social media to specific time blocks, perhaps a 10-minute session after lunch, to prevent endless scrolling. Designate a media-free zone in your home, such as your bedroom or dining area, to preserve mental clarity. Apply the principle of a mental diet. Just as you choose nutritious foods, curate content that strengthens your mindset. Fill your playlist with educational podcasts, your reading list with biographies of resilient figures, and your group chats with peers who challenge and inspire you. At the end of each day, journal any interactions or information that left you drained. Pinpoint the triggers and consciously plan to avoid or reframe them. Establish clear boundaries by practicing the 2-yes rule. Say yes only to invitations and commitments that align with your highest priorities, and no to those that don't. This builds respect for your time and energy. When faced with a draining situation, have a go-to exit strategy. Excuse yourself politely to take a breath or shift focus to something constructive. Over time, your curated environment becomes a launch pad for growth. By systematically removing negativity and replacing it with intentional, empowering inputs, you prime every aspect of your life, physical, digital, and social, to fuel your ascent. 7. Build unshakable self-belief. Doubt is ambition's assassin. Every notable achiever faced failure but refused to let it define them. Thomas Edison's countless experiments, each labeled failure, paved the way to the light bulb. If he'd surrendered, we'd be missing a revolution. Adopt that same resilience. Each setback is feedback, not a verdict. Each morning, stand before your reflection and declare, I am capable, I am deserving, I am unstoppable. Strengthen this conviction daily until doubt has no foothold. To fortify unwavering belief, develop a confidence portfolio. Collect tangible evidence of your wins, emails praising your work, client testimonials, certificates, and even simple sticky notes noting daily achievements. When doubt surfaces, revisit this collection to see proof of your competence and resilience. This practice rewires neural pathways, transforming imposter whispers into evidence-based affirmation. Incorporate mental exposure therapy by seeking low-stakes challenges, leading a brief team huddle, pitching a small idea, or volunteering for a quick client call. After each exercise, journal your experience and recognize the courage you exhibited. These micro-conquests, repeated over time, erode fear and cement self-belief. Harness physiological hacks. Engage in power posing for 2 minutes before high-pressure moments. Stand tall, hands on hips like a superhero, to boost confidence hormones and lower stress. Pair this with deep diaphragmatic breathing to calm the nervous system and focus your mind. Create a success trigger playlist of songs that energize and uplift you. Play it as part of your pre-performance routine during your drive to the office or before presentations to anchor a confident emotional state. Surround yourself with role models. Read biographies or watch interviews of individuals who overcame overwhelming odds. Extract their strategies, how they refrained setbacks or cultivated grit, and mentally rehearse applying these tactics to your challenges, using visualization and a future self dialogue to cement belief. Establish a daily doubt-free window, even 10 minutes, dedicated to high folks' work, during which self-criticism is not allowed. Treat this as a sacred appointment. No negative self-talk, only concentrated effort and positive affirmations. Track your belief growth with a simple meter. Rate your confidence on a scale of 1 to 10 each day. Note what actions or rituals raised your score and do more of those. Over weeks, you'll observe clear upward trends, providing additional momentum and proof of your expanding self-belief. Through these layered practices, evidence-based affirmations, incremental challenges, physiological priming, environmental cues, and measurable tracking, you transform self-doubt from a saboteur into a shadow of its former power, leaving an unshakable core of conviction at your center. 8. Trust the process and detach. Paradoxically, attachment to outcomes breeds resistance. If you obsess over timelines or perfect conditions, you send signals of scarcity, inviting more delays. Instead, plant your seeds, set intentions, work relentlessly, then release the need to control every detail. Like a farmer tending crops, do your part without micromanaging nature's schedule. Stay open to unexpected paths. Often, detours carry the very breakthroughs you need. To reinforce detachment, incorporate a daily surrender ritual. Begin each work session with a 5-second breath exercise, silently affirming, I trust the journey. When impatience surfaces, acknowledge it briefly, then gently refocus on the next actionable task. Keep a detachment journal where you note moments of outcome anxiety alongside reminders of past achievements that arrived outside your planned time frame. Over weeks, this habit conditions your mind to accept uncertainty as intrinsic to progress. Implement process markers, milestones tied exclusively to effort rather than results. Number of outreach calls, hours spent crafting strategies, or experiment launched. Celebrating these effort-based wins affirms your commitment and reduces the emotional weight of delayed external feedback. Adopt an experimental mindset. Treat every setback as data from which to learn. After each challenge, ask yourself, what variables shall I adjust next? Framing obstacles as controlled tests transforms fear of failure into curiosity, lightening your emotional load. Embed creative play into your routine. free writing sessions, sketching ideas, or walking without agenda, so your subconscious can incubate solutions organically. When new insights emerge spontaneously, you'll see how detachment fosters innovation. Schedule monthly strategy resets to review your approach without self-judgment. What's effective? What requires adaptation? Use these check-ins to release outdated plans and recommit to refined tactics. This structured reflection channels detachment into continuous evolution. Augment your practice with guided meditations on letting go. Visualize placing your goals into a drifting cloud, observing them rise, while you remain grounded in present action. This mental exercise trains you to separate desire energy from attachment energy. Surround yourself with symbols of flow, water imagery, quotes about rivers or seasons in your workspace, so environmental cues constantly remind you that life unfolds in its own rhythm. Over time, detachment becomes second nature, empowering you to engage fully with each moment without the burden of should have been. 9. Persist with resilience. The path to achievement is a winding road studded with setbacks. Persistence separates those who finish from those who falter. Success is an absence of failure. It's refusal to quit. When challenges arise, remind yourself, I've overcome obstacles before, and I will again. Let every stumble be the setup for your comeback. Commit to just one more attempt when the journey feels endless. That unwavering grit will carry you through any storm. This determination becomes a habit when you integrate resilience drills into your routine. After each obstacle, write down 3 lessons learned and outline your immediate next steps. Turning failures into focused action plans. Establish a familiar rebound ritual, a brief physical reset, power stance, deep breath, and a ferocious declaration like I rise stronger. To realign your body and mind for forward motion, lean on your support network by sharing challenges with a mentor or peer. External accountability accelerate your return to momentum. Anticipate potential roadblocks with proactive planning. Before tackling a major goal, list possible hurdles and pre-write coping strategies to neutralize frustration when they appear. This mental inoculation equips you to navigate surprises with composure. Schedule weekly resilience audits, review setbacks and triumphs every Sunday evening. Adjust your action plan and recommit with renewed resolve. When motivation dips, invoke the stories of legends like Oprah Winfrey, who transformed rejection into fuel, persisting until success found her. Adopt strategic patience. Recognize that sometimes the wisest action is to pause, recalibrate, or gather more resources. Use these interludes as springboards for your next leap. In every moment of adversity, ask yourself, how can I leverage this challenge? This reframing turns obstacles into opportunities, converting stress into creative energy. Ultimately, resilience is more than enduring, it's thriving through the crucible of challenge. Each tenacious step forward, no matter how small, forges your character and cements a self-reinforcing cycle of growth. By embedding these practices, you transform setbacks into stepping stones and ensure that no storm, detour, or doubt can ever derail your journey. 10. Give before you receive. The most magnetic people aren't hoarders. They're generous contributors. Abundance flows to those who add genuine value, entrepreneurs who solve problems, leaders who uplift teams, friends who offer support. When you pivot from what can I get to how can I serve, opportunities emerge organically. Give your expertise, your kindness, your time, and watch doors swing wide. The universe repays generosity exponentially. To embody this principle, start a value ledger. Each week, record 3 ways you contributed to others, sharing a resource, offering feedback, or simply listening. Notice how this shifts your focus from scarcity to contribution. Create micro-giving rituals. Dedicate the first 5 minutes of each workday to complimenting a colleague, answering a question in a forum, or sending a note of appreciation. These intentional acts compound, building your reputation as a resource and magnet for future collaboration. Scale your impact by identifying one underserved need in your network or community and crafting a small solution, perhaps a free template, a brief coaching session, or an informative blog post. When you solve problems before being asked, you send a powerful signal to the universe that you are a conduit of abundance. In business, adopt a customer-first mindset. Follow up after transactions to offer additional guidance or revenue. This generosity breeds loyalty, referrals, and partnerships. Deepen giving through mentorship. Allocate a monthly coffee chat with someone seeking growth in your field. Your insights can accelerate their journey and, in return, expose you to fresh perspectives and ideas. View opposition as an opportunity to give empathy and understanding. Responding to criticism with curiosity and kindness often converts detractors into advocates. Finally, practice detachment in giving. Release expectations of return, trusting that genuine generosity naturally attracts reciprocity, often in unexpected forms. Keep a gift log to track the serendipitous opportunities and relationships that blossom from altruistic acts. Over time, you'll witness a multiplier effect. The more you give, the more the universe reciprocates, reinforcing the ultimate truth of attraction, that true abundance begins with the act of giving itself. Now that you've mastered all 10 pillars, clarity, belief, visualization, gratitude, action, environment, confidence, detachment, resilience, and contribution, it's time to weave them into your daily life. Choose one step to implement today. Define your goal, replace a limiting belief, or take that first bold action. The universe responds to your focus and energy. Now it's your turn to reflect success back. Go forth and manifest the life you deserve.